Germany is still in shock. 4 attacks in 7 days, 3 carried out by asylum seekers, 2 claimed by the so-called Islamic State. But Chancellor Angela Merkel is clear the country must continue to welcome refugees.
I am still convinced today that we can do it. It is our historic duty, and this is a historic challenge in times of globalisation. We have already achieved very, very much in the last 11 months.
More than 1 million migrants and refugees arrived in Germany in 2015 and continue to arrive, though in smaller numbers now. To allay fears in the wake of the attacks, Merkel announced a string of new security measures to detect radicalisation, boost intelligence and ensure a rapid response. But for some, it's not enough.
Deportation to conflict areas should not be a taboo. Many experts believe that there are places, such as in Afghanistan, where you can't live, but that there are others where you can.
Anti-migrant feeling and even xenophobia is on the rise, fuelled in recent months by the populist right-wing Alternative for Germany, or AfD party.
This type of event is certainly a breeding ground for attitudes of exclusion. Objectively, there are a few reasons for this. Everything we have observed has not been identified as caused by the refugee crisis this past year, but there is concern that extremist parties and people who are afraid do not pay attention to these details.
Far from the flashpoints of Bavaria, in the German capital Berlin, fears are also rising.
I find everything that happened very intense, and yes, I am just scared.
What I want is that we are careful not to stigmatise all refugees, that we don't put them all in one basket, that we don't accuse them in a generalised way.
Merkel's popularity had recently regained ground after the refugee influx slowed with the closure of the Balkan migrant route. Her challenge now is to keep a lid on xenophobic sentiments while maintaining an open refugee policy.